Golf and life have a lot in common. Every shot's a lesson, and every round is a chance to grow.
Nice.
Today, I'm hitting the course with someone who knows a thing or two about transformation. Coach Chris Patterson. From struggling at 25 to carrying on Zig Ziglar's legacy, Chris has an incredible story of mindset shifts, perseverance, and success. And what better way to talk about growth than over a round of golf? Ooh!
Should I wait for the cameraman? Because this one's going to be an ace. This is clearly going to be an ace. I don't want you to miss this, okay?
Oh, watch out!
Good speed.
Oh.
Perfect.
Let's tee off and dive in.
Let's do this.
Here with the one and only Chris Patterson.
The one and only Janessa McRae.
What do you usually play from?
We can just go from the greens, I guess. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Or do you want to go for it closer up? I don't care.
Well, I'm going to play the women's tees.
Well, should I? I'll just play them with you.
Okay.
How's that? I'll get in
Easy
touch
enough.
with my feminine energy.
What?
Good news is, it looks like we've almost got a free fairway here.
Oh, I'm starting it off?
Take the tee, young lady.
All right.
Oh, nice. Stay left. Yep, good bounce.
We're in.
You're in good shape over there.
Chris has an amazing story of overcoming the mindset. So he is now my mentor, who's believed in me more than anybody I've ever met. Tell him about your story. You came from Canada.
I grew up in Canada. I like to tell people I was a self-made man by the time I was 25. And boy, what a mess I had made of myself at 25 years old. So I had done everything wrong. I'd made every wrong decision. I had a terrible attitude. Then my father invited me to a success seminar. And there was a man there that changed my life. And his name was Zig Ziglar. I was in the crowd, and next thing you know, I bought his cassette tapes. I started listening to those over and over and over again, and literally it was everything that I was missing in life. So it impacted me so much that here I am, 30-something years later, now I'm carrying on Zig's legacy. Mm-hmm. In fact, his son called me when Zig passed away, and he said, "How would you like to help carry on Dad's legacy?" So that's the short version. There's a lot more story there, but we got to tee off.
The rest of the story.
All right, let's do this. I knew it. What? Cut. Take two. Should still play good. Slow down now. All right. Playable.
Who's closer, mine or yours? We're gonna play best ball.
Yours is on the right over here somewhere. There it is.
Oh, there it is. So when you went to that conference,
Yes.
like what made the switch? All of a sudden you're like, I'm gonna do this, or what happened?
So when I went to the success seminar and first saw Zig Ziglar, you know, I had a terrible attitude. I didn't think well, and I'd messed up my life really good, so I really didn't believe it was going to help me. Mm-hmm. But when Zig came out, he started saying things that radically changed the way that I currently thought. He was saying things like, you don't have to be great to start, but you do have to start to be great. He said you can have everything you want in life if you'll just help enough other people get what they want. And then last but not least, he said something that really shocked me and grabbed my attention. He said, you are where you are because of what's gone into your mind. He said, you can change where you are. More importantly, you can change who you are by changing what goes into your mind. And when he said that, I was like all in. I'm like, okay, my life has been a wreck doing this on my own. That's when I just made a decision. I was like, you know what can it hurt to get his cassettes, listen to those things as much as I can. And I didn't realize it at the time, but I was actually reprogramming the way that I was thinking, acting, and operating. The very best investment I ever made in myself was buying those cassette tapes at 25 years old.
Yeah.
You know, and I don't even know what they were, $75 back then or $60 or whatever it was. And I was, oh my gosh, I got to make this investment, right? But I'm so glad I did, because that was the beginning of the dominoes falling in the right direction for me and the rest of my life.
That's awesome.
Let's go.
We're just getting the...
Should I wait for the cameraman? Because this one's going to be an ace. This is clearly going to be an ace. I don't want you to miss this, okay?
We're 100 yards away. Oh, watch out.
Ah, a little short.
A little short.
Kind of an ace.
I mean, Ah, sand.
All right, we'll play mine. Or,
Oh.
wait, hold.
Nope, it's over. We'll play yours. So golf is obviously so unanimous with life because you could have a bad shot like I just did, but you have to come back and like overcome it and persevere.
Absolutely. Well, somebody left their golf club up there. I'm gonna go get your ball.
Oh, okay. I won't argue with you. All right, you had such a good shot. I'm gonna let you.
You let me go? Oh, way too hard.
What the hell are you doing?
That's all right, you're gonna save us. That's it. That's what we were looking for. Vanessa McCray, everybody.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. All righty.
Get in the hole.
Oh,
All right, this is faster than I thought.
oh.
Oh, I'm with you.
I feel like we gotta finish it off.
Dun, dun, dun.
Not bad for the first one.
We're one over.
Yeah. Warm up hole.
Do you mind cigar smoke?
No, not at all.
Doesn't bother you?
When I'm golfing with Michael Jordan one day, I'm gonna smoke a
That's
cigar
right.
with him,
He
yeah.
definitely will want you to smoke a cigar with him.
Yeah, I'll smoke a cigar with him. You're not supposed to inhale them.
You don't inhale,
Yeah.
unless you want to get green and sick.
Every time I golf, I'm like, he is the epitome of living in the present while we're on Michael Jordan. I listened to him one time say, you know, they're like, hey, you worried about that next shot you're gonna take? He's like, no, why? I haven't shot it. And I'm like, God, to have a mindset like that,
Yeah.
it's amazing. What are the negative thoughts? Like, did it come from family? Did you just have them? Did it come from something that happened to you?
So yeah, I mean, we all have a bit of trauma. Some have more trauma than others.
Yeah.
But you know, when I was growing up, my parents split when I was about 9 or 10 years old, and that was traumatic for me. All of a sudden, my dad was gone, and he was my hero in life. So that was very traumatic, and it sent me down a road of bad thinking. You know, so. My biggest Achilles heel, still to this day, is still a challenge, is worry. You know, worried about the future and what's going to happen to me and all those types of things. So it's a constant effort to try to live in the present. And then my mom had a really difficult time. I was told years later by a trusted advisor that I was really raising myself from the time I was about 7.
Because most of our ingrained thoughts are before the age of 10, I believe.
Yeah,
10 or 12.
we're being programmed. Our mind is being programmed literally as infants before we can even talk. And the reason is we have senses: see, smell, taste, touch, and hear. So as we're taking in all this information, even as babies, their brain waves are wide open. It's called theta brain waves. Taking in through what we hear, what we see, what we smell, what we taste, all of those things have a factor to forming the way that we think, act, and behave. All right, you ready? You didn't see that, did you?
See what?
Exactly. That was a good skipper right there. That's
There you
what I
go.
wanted to do. It's better.
That's a good ball.
That should work. Oh, you're coming with me.
Keep going right. I'm leaving it open. And the weather could not be better.
Pretty happy with this turnout. It was cold last week. Mine's right there. Man, why couldn't I have been 2 feet this way? That's all right, we'll get it out of here. Janessa, what do you recommend?
We're 87 yards.
But it's kind of, it's in the gravel. Ugh. Don't do that. That's what you don't want to do.
That's what you don't want to do.
I was showing you the way to not go.
This is the way.
Bad sand trap. Ah!
No. What I was saying is don't go that way.
Hey! Living right.
Did it bounce?
Living
Yeah.
right.
Well, she's on the green. She knows what she's doing, folks.
Ah!
There we go. Slow, 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 slow. That's playable.
Oh, nice. She's gonna roll just like mine. Can't wait to see my golf game from the first
I'm so over the
episode
hill.
to like midway through. It's gonna be so much better. Are we playing this? Sure, am I
Yes.
thinking? Downhill. It's Got a couple breaks to it.
Look at this. That's a beauty. Oh, you want me to beat that, Janessa?
Yeah.
Come on now. Come on now.
Dang it. All right. Oh.
She's giving me grace.
Me. There we go.
Finally, I did something. Thank you.
Go. At least we didn't go in the water.
Yeah. Well, I did. But we didn't see that,
that's
did we?
True. Is it still hard to overcome a lot of stuff that, like, for mindset, even though you are a mindset coach?
Oh, yeah.
With it daily? What do you do to overcome it then?
Practice what I preach, you know, so.
That's a good start.
I often tell people, just because I'm a mindset coach doesn't mean I have it all figured out.
Yeah.
You know, it's a work in progress. You don't just fix your mind once and it's done.
Yeah.
Zig Ziglar used to say, motivation doesn't last, but neither does bathing. That's why we need to do it daily.
That's funny.
Right? So I still have to practice mindset and being present and positivity. I have to practice it daily just like everybody else.
Well, we're glad you bathe daily too then.
I do bathe daily as well.
We appreciate that.
Yeah.
We appreciate that.
What are you hitting?
126 with the wind. Probably gonna go to 8 so I don't try to kill it. Ah!
Still playable.
It's a stupid, stupid game. A good ball.
If it doesn't go right, I'll keep it. Happy with that. Testing, check 1, 2, check, checkers, Czechoslovakia, check it out. Had to do a sound check.
It's a funny story. I dated this guy once and I was like driving, he lived in Oklahoma, right? I'm driving up there and I was like, yeah, I'm here. I'm supposed to be turning at CSEC Hall. And he goes, CSEC Hall. He goes, you mean check? I was like, oh. I was like, oh yeah, I mean check.
Woo, we got a long ways to go up here, but. Oh, slow down, Chris.
Too much muscle.
I had the damn line, but went too hard. You know what it is? These greens have no sand on them. The greens over there did.
You smart. You very smart.
It's weird with the 58. Ah. Same place.
They're both better than what I had.
Ah. Ooh.
Better.
Better.
Hey, nice shot.
Thank you, thank you.
How do you like the golf course so far?
Oh, it's gorgeous.
This isn't bad, right?
No. Can't believe you haven't golfed in a year. I'd be out here all the time.
I got to get less busy.
Everybody has to make time for themselves.
Absolutely.
So what do you do to decompress and relax then?
Gosh, you're going to make me admit this publicly?
Yeah.
I've only said it on one podcast. I play Fortnite almost every night.
Do you really?
My kids got me into it years ago. I don't play.
I was not prepared for that at all.
Well, after I have a busy day, so my routine is, I do my morning routine, then I go work all day, work out at about 3 o'clock. Around 5 o'clock, I sit in my lazy boy and I play a game or two of Fortnite.
How many hours?
Just 30 minutes, an hour, just every night. But it for some reason for me, it just makes me erase everything that happened during the day.
Really?
It like calms me down. It like
shuts
gets
your
my
mind
mind
off?
on a completely different space.
Oh, that's so funny. I know a lot of people like watch trash TV for that reason.
You don't stop. Never! Guys, stop it! Dig your nails in me. You guys.
Well, yeah, it's escapism.
Yeah.
Right? So it just helps my mind escape for half an hour or so.
That's so funny.
There you go,
I was
Fortnite.
not prepared
It's
for
a
that,
secret hack,
ladies
folks.
and gentlemen.
Get your video games out. It's time.
What would you say your biggest success is?
Without a doubt, my children.
Good answer.
Yep.
They're watching. No.
But no, it's actually true. Especially now as they're young adults, and I'm watching them, form their own lives. And
Do you watch a lot of like you in them though? Can you see it?
there's a little bit of me in all of them, but a lot of mom in all of them too. So Yeah, we definitely can pick up little traits where, you know, my wife will look at me and I'll go, yeah, that's my fault.
That's my fault.
All right, let me fire this thing up.
That's a fancy lighter.
Yeah. This comes from a really, really high-end store called Amazon. Davidoff. Folks, if you like cigars, get yourself a Davidoff. This is pretty much all I smoke anymore. My favorites.
You sound like you should be sponsored by them right now.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe we can get
Davidoff, if you're listening, just send me a box or two once in a while.
Get them to sponsor my podcast.
Yeah, you need to sponsor Outta The Bunker, Janessa McCrae.
Everybody gets a hat.
I mean, think
and
about
a
it.
Davidoff. Okay, if that's your biggest success, what's your biggest failure?
Biggest failure. As a young man, I failed a lot. I was very selfish. I was very self-absorbed. I probably took advantage of people. And, you know, from the time I was 20 till about 25 years old, I was just a jerk. You know, again, I'm a completely different person now because of what's gone into my mind and the work I've done and everything else. So I don't beat myself up for it. I don't think about it. But if there was an area I could go back and redo those years, it'd be from 20 to 25.
I think it's always good to look at your failures, though, because they can be your biggest success stories.
Well, we either win or we learn.
Yeah.
Yeah, I learned a lot in those 5 years. You know, literally almost got to the point of taking my own life at about 25 years old. And it was the most painful time I ever went through in my life, still to this day. But believe it or not, I'm grateful I went through it because it gave me contrast of who I didn't want to be anymore and who I wanted to become. I think too many people live in bitterness, and I think that's one of the hardest ways to go through life. Get better, get happy, you know, and I think a lot of that it comes through service. Who can I help? Whose life can I change? Stop thinking about yourself.
Yeah. I started praying for the people that, like, I have that bitterness in my heart for. I pray, I'm not going to say I always mean it, but I'm like, I pray for their happiness and their success, especially like exes. I'm not going to say I mean it.
It's hard though,
but
right? It's hard though.
I say it every day to try to get over it.
Well, the thing about forgiveness that I learned is you're actually imprisoning yourself when you live in unforgiveness. That's why when you forgive people and you let go and you live better, not bitter, that's when you can actually get past it for yourself. Forgive them in your heart so that you can be free.
Right.
And I think a lot of people miss that.
Par 4. It's not that far.
260. Come on, Janessa, show me
So-
something. That'll work. That will work.
One time I don't go right.
No, that's actually a really
But
good shot on this.
I aimed up.
In the sand. Sandy! Best cigar ever.
See how far away we are. 66.
I'm going 52 wedge. This will be interesting. Give it a shot, literally. Line drive. I sent it to the 18th hole. It's true that my ball just landed in Georgia.
Are you serious?
Ah, in the sand.
Stop.
One more. Maybe somebody will sponsor me for some golf lessons after this. Oh, just got
Trying to
worse.
go back over where I was.
Sandy. Hit down on it.
That'll work. I'm taking that. Run it up the hill. Was that intentional?
No, not at all.
You're supposed to say yes.
Oh, I mean, yes. Oh, that's a good read. I thought it was going to turn more.
I did too. That looks good. Go, 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 go. Get in the hole.
How do you miss a putt that close? Nice.
What a lucky touch. I need to get out of the house more often.
It's that Fortnite.
I know, right?
All right.
This hole's fun.
It is.
It's just a par 3. Let's see how far we are from here.
This says 101. Ah!
Get over.
Oh. Oh.
Kick rocks.
Stupid game.
Stupid game.
Stupid game.
So stupid. I thought it was a good shot until it landed. Stupid butt face. That's how my kids used to cuss. So our best ball is here, huh?
Yeah. At least it didn't go in the water. Why is golf so hard? Not enough. You got a big turtle.
Yeah, I thought I saw a gator.
Really?
Right there, you see where the swirl is?
Oh, yeah. Have you seen him out here before?
Oh yeah. I think he took my ball.
Son of a bitch!
You just gotta run sideways. You gotta zigzag if they start chasing you.
Really?
Uh-huh.
Why?
Because they can't do turns like us.
Oh. Have you ever been chased by a gator?
No,
Damn.
I have no plans to either.
It would make some great footage. Oh.
Not bad. Not unhappy with that one.
I think we could really call this good. Chris is out there looking for the gator.
Did you drop it?
I made it.
All right.
I told Steph it's weird having a camera on you. It takes some getting used to
Yes.
for your confidence level.
All right, Janessa.
All right.
Show me how it's done. Ha! I didn't literally mean show me how it's done. What a shot. Beautiful.
Thank you.
And you're before the bunker.
All that matters.
Do you find it stressful doing the interviews while you're golfing?
You know, yesterday was the first day and I was like worn out. I was like, why am I so tired? Because usually I can do like 36 holes and be fine.
Right.
But it does take like a little bit more of a mental toll on you for sure. I mean, talking does come naturally, but to make sure you're asking the appropriate questions, I guess.
And you outdrove me by 100 yards.
Golf is like a constant game of adjustments. How would you say you adjust in life and adapt to things?
Very similar, isn't it?
Very similar.
There's always different phases, just like there's different holes in golf. There's different phases in life we have to go through too, right?
That's true.
You just kind of got to roll with it. Looking backwards, you can connect the dots, right? It's really easy. You can go, oh, that's why I went through that period of time. That's why I went through that season. But it's the most difficult season to go through is the one that you're in currently.
Yeah. My biggest problem is remembering, like, when we started working together, I was like, I cannot imagine. Like, it was so hard for me to imagine my future because I was just living in my past, my memories, whether good or bad. I would relive these memories in the past and I couldn't see the future. Trying to imagine your future, I think, is something people don't actually spend the time doing. I never did until I started working with you.
Yeah, you and I are definitely bookends. So your challenge was living in the past. Your mind was in the past. My challenge is my mind's always in the future. So
Living in the
staying
present.
present is it's easy to say, hard to do. Nice shot. Turn to the right. You're good.
Uh-oh.
Oh, perfect.
Oh, that was a great bounce. Playing yours. You did tee it up in the middle of the fairway, but
Am I not allowed to do that?
I mean, it's
All right, got busted cheating, guys. Oh, I see why you're competitive. Because I outdrove you because I teed it up.
yes, I am competitive though.
Yes, you
Yeah,
are.
I can
I can see it.
That's why I never played golf because I was like, F this game. Like, if I can't be good right away,
It's so
I'm
challenging,
not
isn't
gonna
it?
play it. Yeah, it's definitely taught me patience.
Well, at least it worked for you. Hit the pin.
Dang.
Don't go over!
Oh.
Son of a gun.
Okay, Steph, would you putt this?
I would putt it.
All right, we're gonna go with you. Yeah, left to right.
Yeah.
It was way left to right.
Oh, that was a nice shot, though. Yes, we win.
Winner, winners. So what's a quantum leap?
What is a quantum leap? Start by defining the word quantum. It means sudden and significant. A particle in the universe can travel light years in the snap of a finger. But we also happen to be particles in the universe. But for some reason, we limit ourselves and say we can't achieve fast success. But that's not true. So a quantum leap is really a shift in your mentality of what is possible. So often there's high velocity moves that we can make that can bring us, 3-4 steps up the ladder, rather than thinking we have to have incremental success. We've been trained through school specifically, go to grade 1, pass, go to grade 2, pass, go to grade 3, pass. And by the time we come out of school, we're like, oh, I can only get from here to there incrementally, one little step at a time. But we can take 3-4 steps up that ladder, skip them, if we have the right mindset. Now, for business owners, entrepreneurs specifically, there's always ideas that you could implement that could bring you 3 or 4 steps up that ladder, but most people don't because of fear, right? They're afraid. They're like, no, I just want to grow my company, 7-8% a year.
Yeah.
Well, what if you could double it, triple it, quadruple it in the same amount of time?
They just don't think that they actually can.
They don't think they can. And again, it's not their fault because they've been programmed and conditioned to believe that all your steps need to be incremental. The problem is most people get caught up into a routine and they think, oh, this is just what I know and this is all I can do. And the reality is that's a self-limiting belief.
Yeah.
You're about to take a quantum leap.
Yeah, you said that. You're the one person that really believed in me. Sometimes I do think you need that one person to believe in you when you're almost there, but you're just not quite believing in yourself. Because my fear of failure, and I would say my self-limiting beliefs, like we've talked about, is still my biggest thing I'm overcoming.
But you're overcoming it.
But I am overcoming it.
You're on the path. I mean, look where we are.
Yeah.
Of this, what we're doing today physically was just an idea in your imagination months ago. And now we're living it, we're realizing it, and you're literally taking a quantum leap. You're doing something completely different, and it all came from where? Your imagination. My
imagination. It was meditating and doing it consistently, and I woke up one day and I was like, dude, I want to do this. I can do this. And I called you, I texted you that very same day that it happened. And it's the one thing that I've been most focused on my entire life, where I'm like, I really want to do this. I love golf. I love talking to people. And I think that people, they struggle with success, right? They're like, oh, I have to struggle. I have to do something I don't love. But I think you can really do them both. Hopped it.
You're still good. I think the water's a little further back from there. It's windy. All right, screw it.
Ooh.
It's going in the water.
Oh.
I might have hit pay dirt. We both hit ours well. They just went in the wrong direction. Mine hit the tree, which, see where it bounced to. Maybe if my shoulder holds up, we can play a couple extra holes.
Does it hurt now?
Yeah.
It does?
Yeah. I'll survive. It hurts every day.
Really?
Yeah. I have zero cartilage. Like they do, when they did the MRI, they couldn't believe there was no white. It was gone. Just from all the lifting and mixed martial arts and all that junk. So I can't tee it up in the middle of the field for some reason, huh?
I mean, you can. A lot of women do.
Wow. Whoa.
Damn!
I don't know if that was, what's she trying to say? You're one of the strongest people I know, so I'll take that as a compliment.
I don't tee it up. I mean, not to say I'm not going to hit it well, but.
She said, well, you could tee it up. A lot of women do. Beautiful. Sit. That's going to work. Beautiful. You see it?
Oh,
you got a beat on it?
Stay.
Oh, it's in the hole.
God. Oh,
it's in the hole.
It's a great shot. Thank you for making me look good today.
Well, it's what I do. I'm just a giver, I make everyone look good on the golf course. Nice shot, Janessa. Look at that.
Thank you.
Beautiful shot. You didn't even tee it up. Cut. Edit. That's nice. Ooh.
The second one's always better.
We'll take yours.
Hit it hard? That speed? Harder than that.
All right, fun hole right here.
Crazy, we're already at 8. It goes by so quick.
You know it.
Biggest self-limiting beliefs you still have?
Biggest self-limiting belief I still have?
Or are you perfect?
Well, clearly if you don't talk to my wife, I am perfect. But, you know, growing up, I went to, 9 different schools, grade schools. I was moving to my mom's, moving to my dad's, moving to a different city, this school, that school. So I kind of fell between the cracks a little bit. And I started to believe that I wasn't smart because these kids were just, acing their tests and doing all that stuff. So it wasn't until I was an adult that I realized I'm just as smart as anybody else. I just, I had a rough upbringing in school. So I still a little bit of a battle where I go, I can't do that because I'm not as intelligent as so-and-so. But I also know the reality that I do have the ability. I do have the potential. And anything I set my mind to, I can do.
Yeah.
But it's taken a lot of work.
How do you think that translates to golf?
I'm definitely not smart enough to play golf. The golf problem is talent. It has nothing to do with my intelligence.
There's a lot of people that are not athletic though, and they play golf, and you'd be like, how the heck are they so good?
Well, look at John Daly. He's got to be one of the most unhealthy people on the planet.
I'd love to go golfing with him, but he's on my list to play with.
Yeah.
Because you don't have to be athletic for golf.
Right.
I mean, you do in a certain way, but.
Well, it does take a certain type of mechanics and talent, right?
Yeah. It says 116. It's a shoulder.
Yeah, my shoulder is.
It's a great stance, though. That is a great stance right there.
I'm the worst.
Gold jacket, green jacket, who gives a shit?
Yes, get over. Ah. Much better. Drop right in there. You're so good on your second shots. Ups and downs in life and golf.
You're so similar. Gonna go left to right?
Yeah, I think that's good.
Downhill just a little?
Oh yeah, don't hit it too hard. It'll be fast.
Good speed. Oh,
Perfect.
You're on the right line.
so good. I should have teed it up.
Never gonna live that down. That's gorgeous over there.
Yeah,
You live 2 minutes away. I would be here all the time.
I literally live across the street and I'm not. I got to get better at that. I got to get better at the fun category for myself.
I guess it's golf or Fortnite.
I'm better at one of them.
What do you guys hit?
All right.
This is a great drive.
Not bad.
It's a way to finish
No
it off.
complaints.
Right at the needle between the trees.
That's
Yeah,
right.
you
That's
did.
what I visualized that. I saw it up here in my mind. And
I listened to Phil Mickelson one time say that he couldn't practice, and all he did was visualize weeks before the tournament, and I think he got second place. I visualized that.
go.
That wind.
Still a great shot. Well, I can
hit it
find
great,
dirt. I'm pretty sure I'm going to be able to get Michael Chandler.
Really?
Yep, talked to him this morning.
Yeah, that'd be cool. Michael Chandler. There's a lot of people in Tennessee that I could get. Do you go to his fights ever?
I've been to every fight.
Really?
Yeah, I think I missed 2, and one was because it was my anniversary.
Really?
Yeah, but I've been in his corner figuratively and literally for 13 years.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
All right. I'm gonna have to hit this one pretty hard. Too hard. It didn't turn.
Not too bad though, really. That was good speed. I'm gonna try to go straight at it. Well,
Good line.
Yeah, your line was better than mine almost.
there, Janessa. Whew.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. I love being on your show.
We always like to end with a couple things. One, which we didn't have a chance to ask you since I know you're only golfing 9 holes, and we super appreciate your time coming here.
My pleasure.
What do you think your biggest superpower is?
I used to say my biggest superpower was delegation, because at any given time I've got 100, 160 people working for me all over the globe, and that takes a tremendous amount of planning, preparation, and then delegating. But I've changed that over the years, especially as, you know, my biggest passion is coaching, and I would say my biggest superpower is seeing people's potential better than they can see it themselves. For you, as an example again, you know, when you told me, hey, I've got an idea about this golf podcast, immediately I saw the vision, immediately I saw the idea, immediately I knew that you could do it, but you're still working through, well, can I? Or, you know, there's doubts and fears and like that.
Yeah.
But, you know, I've always been good at seeing people's potential and then catching them on their way up.
Yeah.
Michael Chandler, UFC fighter. Yeah, UFC fighter. I told him 13 years ago, I said, you can be one of the greats. You can be one of the most exciting fighters on the planet. You can be in the top 10 in the UFC. And he, at the time, didn't believe it. But today, you know, he's in the top 10. He's one of the most exciting fighters on the planet.
Crazy.
And he didn't see it. I saw it first. So I would say that's probably a legitimate, genuine superpower of mine, is the belief that I have in other people.
That's a huge superpower.
You know, another one, Ed Milet, 7 years ago, I saw him speak on a television show or something like that, or like a newscast. And I went, man, who is this guy? Right? I was like, he's impressive. I reached out to him. A few months later, I was in California interviewing him. And this is back when he had, 30, 40,000 people following him. And now he's got 20 million.
Yeah.
Right? But I just knew immediately when I heard him speak, I went, whoa, this guy has a message. This guy's powerful. I mean, he was already a tremendous success. But I recognized this is somebody I want to have on my show, because he's going to do nothing but rocket ship.
Yeah.
And of course he has.
What's the biggest parallel golf has taught you for life? I know you're not an avid golfer, but...
No, I mean, I still think about life and golf and the ramifications of both. But I think, in life, we're all going to have challenges. We're all going to have seasons. We're all going to have struggles. We're all going to have problems. You get on the golf course, and it's nothing but different seasons, different challenges. We have our ups, we have our downs, we have our good, we have our bad. But I think if there's anything you can learn from golf, it's, all right, that shot is over. It's behind me. I'm not going to dwell on it. I'm not going to think about it. I'm just going to focus on now, which is the next shot, and keep moving forward.
Yeah. And then if you could share 3 things you want everyone to know to help them to be successful in life, what would it be?
One, I think, is your identity. You'll never go higher in life than your identity says you can. If you don't believe you can achieve something, you're not going to. Number 2, I would say consistency. Too many people are inconsistent in their work. So, one of the things that I teach, you've heard me teach it, is your top 5. If you did just 5 priorities that actually matter each day, that turns into 25 priorities a week, if you did just 5 days of that. And then it turns into 100 priorities in a month. 100 priorities in a month turn into 1,200 priorities in a year.
Yeah.
It's impossible for your life not to change for the better if every day you're just focusing on 5 things to make it better.
Yeah.
I would say the third, my favorite quote is, you can have everything you want in life if you'll just help enough other people get what they want. And that's from, of course, the great Zig Ziglar. To me, what that really means is forget about myself.
Right.
Serve others, love others, add value to other people's lives. In my course, we call it the impression of increase.
Yeah.
Right? What can we do to leave people better off than when we found them? And you can be successful financially, I guess, by just take.
Right.
But you're never going to be fulfilled.
Yeah.
There's too many takers out there. Go give.
There's a lot of takers. Well, speaking of that, you've been a great service to me. I mean, obviously these past 6 months, but especially taking the time out of your busy schedule to come and golf. So how can I be of service to you, and how can other people know about you?
Look for Coach Chris Patterson on Instagram, Coach Chris Patterson on YouTube. I do a podcast as well, so you can check some of those out.
He's changed my life for the better, so I would highly, highly recommend him. But Yeah, however else we can be of service to you, please let us know.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
This is a ton of fun.
Yeah,
this
thank
is
you
great.
for coming out today.
I'm very proud of you. Give me a high
Thank
five. You don't even have to have a podcast studio. This is your
know, right?
studio, right?